In 2024, the goat cornered the market for the nobleman stars. You literally hoarded them. Okay, so in 2025, it's time to pay it forward. Hey there, welcome back. In this video, the outlook for the goat animal sign in 2025. Now, let me tell you straight up, when you look at the overview, don't clutch pearls, okay? You may rightly be alarmed at the configuration of negative stars, but let's understand something. The presence of negative stars is often an opportunity for self-improvement and self-growth. Really, I'm not sugarcoating, promise. The positive stars, great as they are, may sometimes teach us nothing about ourselves. The negative stars are opportunities disguised as problems. So for the goat, 2025 is a year to put a focus on our own communication patterns, literally how we connect with other people. So quick intro before we start. Nice meeting you. Thank you for jumping in. My name is Pauline Cheng. I'm a Bazi and Feng Shui practitioner, and I use this art to empower, not to disempower. So let's start with the quick overview. Time to clutch pearls. Okay. So as mentioned, in 2024, the goat enjoyed the largesse of many noble people stars. I hope you used it well. I hope you used it to build strong relationships with the people around you. And most of all, I hope you took on the role as a noble person by giving as well. True, in 2024, the goat still had your fair share of challenges, but at least the distribution between positive and negative stars were still balanced. 2025, one word summary, clutch pearls, no, relationship issues. It's a little bit of a head-butting type of year. But don't you turn off the video in disgust just yet. Hang on, right? Let's first understand the cause, diagnose the potential challenges, and strategize for a way out. Let's start with your positive star, the bright hot. Okay, this is a popularity and fame star. It means that you've been noticed. Okay, see, in period 9, attention is the new currency. In period 9, indifference is worse than hate. Your role in using the bright hall is to leverage this attention into growth. Personal growth, financial growth, career growth, whatever growth that is you have in mind in 2025. With this star, it's almost like there's this spotlight shining on you. So don't hide. The real question to ask is, when people start noticing you, which side of you are you showing? Of course, you could argue, but you just said relationship problems. Let's finish the entire analysis before we decide to hide under the bed for a year, okay? So, now, let's look at the threats for real. I'm going to start with the Great Shah and Flying Chase. Both will lay annoying obstacles in your way, either by slowing down your momentum or derailing your plans. Well, same thing, really. With the Great Shah, it is likely that you may find yourself inadvertently getting drawn into other people's issues, almost like inheriting other people's problems. Sometimes this can translate into a promotion where your talent have been noticed and you were literally promoted to fix other people's messes. I hope it is a promotion, okay? Because worse is having to fix other people's messes without the promotions nor the rewards. The Great Shah also carries the risk related to petty people and gossip. Basically, feels like other people are holding you back, like you're dragging this heavy baggage behind you. Now, both stars, Great Shah and Flying Chase, also increases the likelihood of being accident prone. So please be mindful when you're out and about. Don't just look down, look up as well. Flying Chase talks about potential injuries from falling objects. So no parking under trees in 2025. Okay, so the Flying Chase can also create certain health warnings. It may not be your own health. It could be other people's health issues becoming your problem. Example, someone on your team is going on maternity leave, your cheapskate company decides not to hire a temp, and you end up with their work. Not fun, right? So how to mitigate? First, having a contingency budget of money is always handy in case those other people's problems are caused by family members. That one we cannot escape, right? Next, boundary setting is going to be important in 2025. If you are going to spend time and energy on fixing other people's messes, there must be a preset boundary on how much we are willing to give. And of course, with the increased potential of being accident prone, be more mindful and conscious of our surroundings. Okay, so with the great Shah and flying chase, it's not fun. It's not fun to be held back by other people. It's not pleasant to feel burdened by other people. In fact, it would be perfectly natural to feel frustrated and irritated. Enter the leopard tail and separating edge. Leopard tail is an argument star. It's snappy, it's snippy, it's salty, okay, perfectly natural. Being snippy is something all of us have been at some time or another. We find ourselves in a hurry. Don't take time to stop and explain clearly. Okay, instead, we just speak or answer back quickly, often with a nasty tone. And as a result, this causes low-lying tension within our relationships, a simmering tension where people feel like they need to walk on eggshells around us. But really, does it even serve a purpose? Is it what we really want to communicate? Is it how we want to treat our loved ones or to be treated? So if people continue to walk on eggshells around us or when they are near us, what happens then? Distance starts to form. Separating edge is about people distancing from each other. Because of this distance, our ability to connect is being affected. Example, if every time I go near you, you snap at me, very soon I keep the relationship at, surface level. Emotional connection will soon be lost. So mitigating this requires mindfulness. Be more mindful of your words and tone when you reply. All of us constantly need to be aware of this, but more so if you have the goat in 2025. So next, funeral door, earth funeral. This is the possibility of being on the receiving end of sad news. Perhaps you hear that someone distantly related to you may have moved away, migrated. Like it increases the likelihood of encountering either dead ends or something ending. So yes, the funeral door and earth funeral can throw up obstacles as well. But why? Okay, these obstacles could be caused by the need to sever some relationship. It's that bittersweet goodbye when we have to say, I'm done, I must have some boundaries in place, I cannot keep giving endlessly. So the lessons from the funeral door and earth funeral is about letting go. This could mean letting go of certain relationships that may no longer serve. It could mean letting go of a certain situation in business or career that had been holding us back. So now I can imagine many scenarios in which this constellation of stars can play out. Let's take it from the career perspective first. First of all, talents being noticed. Okay, great. Next, you find yourself handed a metaphorical broom to clean up a big old pile of mess. And until you clean up this mess, you cannot move forward. Okay, so you end up feeling frustrated and irritated, maybe taking it out on everyone who walks like within 5 feet of you. And you start feeling isolated because everyone's distancing themselves. Okay, and finally comes the realization that you need to let go of certain other responsibilities in order to do better with your new portfolio. In relationships, same, your talents being noticed. Perhaps you may have even been offered a better position that requires moving to a different town, a different state, or a different country, but you were not able to accept the posting because of, let's say, maybe family, maybe spouse, parents, children, and somewhere at the back of your mind, even though you willingly rejected the offers, you feel like these relationships are weighing you down, stopping you from reaching your potential. I'm not judging, it's very human. It's something that all of us would eventually experience. And then comes the snippiness and the saltiness, the disconnect in the relationships, which eventually plays out maybe in goodbye. See, the thing with these negative stars is, have you noticed, they're mostly emotional by nature, okay, which means that they can be quite insidious. You may be operating under their influence without even knowing. Lord knows I've experienced it plenty of time. But we're going to use a negative star to counter a negative situation. The moon sha, or in some plotters it's called the month sha, although a negative star, can potentially be a remedy in this scenario. Yes, it can also represent obstacles and setbacks, but in this case, the obstacles and setbacks are caused by overthinking and excessive worry. But the moon sha is good when we use it for self-reflection. See, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to a better understanding of ourselves. So instead of worrying endlessly, let's repurpose the moon sha for self-reflection. Recommended for the goat in 2025, perhaps a daily or weekly reflection journal. Some days there will be more entries, some days there may be none. It's okay. But what we're doing here is creating an outlet for our frustration so that it does not poison our immediate environment. And with better understanding of ourselves comes the strength to be less people-pleasing. Don't need to please everybody. You don't need to like you don't need everyone to like you, because hello, you don't even like everybody, right? Right? Okay, so before we go any further, if you're getting some value out of this sharing, do me a solid, please help me like and share my video, okay? It would also be great if you could add in, if you could subscribe as well. And also, if you're curious to join our annual Hack My 2025, scan this QR code. It's an annual project that I organize with my friends, Jonas Lee and Charmaine Ho. This year, it will be a 3-day event, and we're pulling out literally all the stops to help you create a battle plan for 2025. So how does it play out when the goat governs your year pillar, which is the pillar that represents your industry, network, social platforms? Now, there are a few ways to look at this, okay? If you are in a career or business that is very public-facing, meaning you are maybe an influencer of sorts, there is a chance to become famous, or rather infamous, by being polarizing. See, again, let me explain. Social media algorithms work when you have a lot of comments. The more comments, the more your content is pushed to the front. So with these argumentative stars in the year, it's possible to use them as a filter to find your tribe. Because when you post something polarizing, there will be dissenters, there may be haters, but there will be also those who agree with your point of view. Many influencers ride on these online behaviors to monetize their accounts. But of course, you need to be strong to face the onslaught, because with this, the risk of cyberbullying is very real. So if you are a normal human being with just your own profile that you use to connect with your friends, then perhaps in 2025, don't trash talk, don't engage with rage baiting on the internet. Also, if your day-to-day work requires you to interact with the public a lot, for example, if you're in sales, then being mindful of your words, tone, and syntax is prescribed. Now, if, however, your day-to-day life does not require public interaction, for example, perhaps you are a designer, someone who works behind the scenes. So this is the best news of all. We always ask people to network, right? But for the goat, in 2025, no need to network. Okay? Correct what? When I go out and I meet all these arguments and disputes and people talking and gossiping and all that kind of stuff. So in 2025, I don't do anything. I just don't network, right? Okay, let's go to the next slide. The goat falls in your month. Possibility of inheriting another colleague's portfolio is pretty real. Perhaps the company restructured, perhaps some people will let go, and perhaps you find yourself being saddled with additional responsibilities unwillingly, all in the name of streamlining. And due to these changes, the work environment is not pleasant. There is a low-level simmering tension in the office, miscommunications, chronic petty flare-ups, causing unnecessary obstacles. Now, let's not forget that the goat in 2024 enjoyed a lot of noble people stars. I hope you built up the relationship in 2024, because this is where they still come in handy. I mean, no doubt, yes, the goat does not have any noble person stars in 2025. But these noble people are real humans. They're not like some magic genie that got stuffed back into the bottle, so they still exist. Okay, so if you had built the relationship and stacked up your favors bank this high, then this might be a time to call in some old favors. So logically, in spite of the bright hall, 2025 is the year for the goat, if you have the goat in the month, to go behind the scenes and consolidate on your previous year's preparation and lay the groundwork for 2026. Whatever mudslinging is going on, it's going above your head because you're hunkering down. Okay, you're just making progress. Okay, so don't get dragged into the arguments and politics. The goat has no opinion in 2025. And most of all right, respect your own boundaries and that of other people's. Okay, if the goat governs your day, which means that your personal well-being and your personal relationships right here, specifically with your partner or spouse, this is where we really need a lot of self-awareness. So, Moonsha is popping up. Let's start the day pillar analysis with those who are already partnered. In any relationship, people grow and change. Nobody stays 100% the same all the time. So with these negative stars infusing your day pillar, in 2025, it feels like, from your perspective, someone is holding you back. Someone is holding someone back. Okay? Remember, a great shot and flying chase can feel like you're burdened by other people's problems. So, for example, I cannot accept this opportunity because reasons, or I cannot start this new business or expand my business because reasons. Okay, so we have to go really carefully here, because these negative stars in the goat can have a significant impact elsewhere in your life, because this literally carries the thread of having no peace at home. When we have no peace in our own home, it's very hard for us to focus on what we need to do externally. Okay, so how can you focus on what you need to do next if constantly there is at home every day it's frustrating and there's anxiety, right? Okay, I think, can I have the next? Yeah, so a lot of people will be thinking like, this is the naggy wife syndrome. Excuse me, okay. These effects are not gendered, okay. Men can be as verbally naggy as women, and this is not confined to heteronormative relationships as well. It can play out within the context of any life partnership. So with this low simmering tension and constant snippiness, walking on eggshells around each other, what happens? Distance. You find yourself growing apart. So the potential for a relationship ending here, I doubt it will end, but I doubt it might end, but I think you might find that the distance starts to happen. Okay, so if you don't want it to happen, what to do? It's time to sit down, reflect on ourselves, what you do, what you want, realign your relationship goals with each other. It's also time to do the hard work of learning to communicate better, get down to the root cause of the dissatisfaction. This goes both ways. It takes two to tango. You've been together for a number of years. If you're experts at pushing each other's buttons, you certainly have the empathy and ability to diffuse the situation. Now, what if you're single, not partnered, not looking? Then maybe some contingency budget to deal with family-related issues. Alternatively, again, we're back to the boundary setting so that you don't become affected by the issues of those who are close to you. Basically, with the Moonsha, decide on what you're willing to take on and what you're not willing to take on. Okay, so the hour pillar represents children, investments, and mindset. So can also represent the junior staff who report to you. The argumentative stars in the goat can play out as also the generation gap. The arguments that it is kicking up is an opportunity to bridge the generation gap. So we need to channel these negative stars into the positive. Instead of endless arguments, find a way to sit down, create a safe environment for everyone to voice their opinions, and use the moonshot in a mindful, to be mindful of the type of energy you carry around your children. If every encounter with you is frazzled and tense, how could the relationship be good? When clients come to me with their children's chart, the first thing I do is ask for the parents' chart, for real. Before I even I fix you first, right? Also, mindset. On the surface, moonshot kicks up excessive worry and overthinking because these negative stars are causing you to see obstacles and challenges everywhere. But because the moonshot is good for self-reflection, and with the goat in your hour, it's an opportunity to grow yourself spiritually, to look inside, to confront the demon inside, to become more well-rounded and more, well, if possible, zen. So by using the moonshot for a positive cause, this is seeking to help you understand your own energy better. And when you do that, you become better equipped to handle other people's. Okay, but of course you want to know, but what about investments? Okay, so the negative stars carry an indirect impact on investments. What they do is they affect the emotional and mental stability, causing excessive worry, overthinking, indecisiveness, flip-flopping, distractions. All of us experience these emotions, and the outcome of allowing these negative emotions to run amok, bad decision making. And what happens when we make bad decisions? What do we often say? Hayo, bad luck lah, why this year I so unlucky one? So if you have the goat in the hour, need to create a strategy or use some form of tactic that can help you distill these emotions and identify the root cause. Some people meditate. Others may journal. In terms of investments, please create an investment journal where the most important decision is to note down the reason for the decision you made. I took profit because, I entered a position because. So this is how we use the moonshot in a positive way. And when you understand your own energy better, you will benefit because then you will know how to invest in a way that conforms to your nature instead of trying to copy other people or feeling pressured by other people. And when you gain a level of self-mastery that allows you to decide how you feel in any given moment, that, my friend, is real freedom. Okay, so even in the absence of no nobleman stars, can you still access some help? Of course, your best buddy has the horse, the horse has the sun. The sun that can dissolve all the negative stars in the goat. So go hang out with them. Okay, can dissolve all of them. Right? So what we're going to do is hang out with them a lot. Okay, in fact, the goat is actually part of the brat pack. Okay, the rabbit has got courage to spare. Rabbit went through a year of negative stars in 2024. Been there, done that. They have plenty of stories to share. So if you need courage and self-reflection, or very often requires plenty of courage, look for the rabbit. Pick brat boss of 2025. Can take inspiration on how they flip a situation around to their favor. And the ox, but you say, aye, that's my clash animal. Clashes to me, no good. Wait, when someone is moving on a downward spiral, sometimes a clash, which is a rude awakening, can help you shift that perspective. The ox carrying the strategy star in 2025 can be that wake-up call you need to take action. Okay, so let's keep it at 100 for the goat. It's a year stacked with negative vibes. But here's the final piece of good news. The goat and the snake are basically ghosting each other in 2025. No clashes, no combination, no beef, no drama. It's just bad stars. Okay, so for the goat, 2025 is all about self-growth mode. This is the year to level up on your communication game and get better at expressing yourself. You're gonna want to focus on getting real with your emotions, working on that self-mastery, and reconnecting with your inner self. Why? because all this work will set you up for a major glow up in 2026 when the Grand Duke combination and some pretty serious positive stars come on your side. Oh, and if you've got the goat energy in your chart, please guys, don't let this one pillar define your whole year. Be sure to check out the vibes of your other animal signs as well to see where the blessings might be hiding. And with that, let me wish you 恭喜發財. May the year of the wood snake in 2025 bless you with endless opportunities to strengthen your relationships and fill them with joy and positivity. And that wraps up my sharing for the goat. I hope you have found value from this sharing. Until I see you again in the next video, you have a great day ahead.